Hi, welcome to Project Shift. Today I'm covering the basics of no-code and low-code platforms. We'll go over what these platforms are, where they came from, how they differ, and what they mean for the future of software and business. So Project Shift is an educational community for business people looking to learn more about the no-code space. No-code is all about making the complex simple, and that is exactly what I'm going to do for you today. There are a lot of buzzwords out there, acronyms, and some confusion on definitions. So hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of what a no-code platform is and how you can utilize all the tools out there. This will be our first presentation of many, and over the next couple of months, we'll be diving deeper and deeper into the no-code world. So I work for Array, which is a no-code platform to collect data and build advanced workflows for field to office teams. Array started Project Shift as a way to help non-IT people shift to no-code tools by providing the resources to learn how. Let's begin. To understand why low-code and no-code came to existence, we have to understand a little bit about code. Coding gives computers a set of instructions of what actions to perform. Coding is how humans communicate with computers and how we create computer software. From the 1940s to the 2010s, there have been many programming languages developed and used to write different types and levels of software. Just like learning any language, learning code is very hard, and even for expert coders, it takes a long time to write code and develop a software. Over the decades, there have been more demand for software to be built faster. In the 1990s and early 2000s, rapid application development tools were created. Out of RADs came low-code development platforms, and they were user-friendly for coders and lessened the amount of manual coding needed, which increased developer productivity even more. Low-code development platforms create a visual approach to software development and automate repeatable coding tasks, making common processes more efficient. Low-code platforms were created to help IT professionals develop software even faster. Now, no-code platforms were developed in the late 2010s for non-IT professionals. These tools eliminate coding from the process. No-code platforms use visual elements and drag-and-drop capabilities to enable any user to build applications, automate workflows, design websites, and ultimately create the software that they visualize. No-code platforms do not require any coding experience, and they're meant to be used by those who understand the business logic and the decision-making of the process you want the application to do. So analysts will lump low-code and no-code applications together, but there's a strong argument that they're very different because of the skill level needed to use low-code platforms. Uncork, which is a no-code platform for application development, has a great ebook that dives deeper into the difference between no-code and low-code. They argue that low-code may mitigate the impact of enterprise development challenges, but only no-code can overcome them. At Project Shift, we believe the same, and so we'll be focusing on no-code platforms. So to understand no-code a little better, we like to use a calculator analogy. Generations of code have been building up the infrastructure that allows us to have no-code platforms today. No-code platforms put a user-friendly drag-and-drop blanket over that code infrastructure. Now, when it comes to a calculator, the processing capabilities of a calculator represent the code infrastructure, and then the labeled buttons represent the no-code blanket. I do not know how the buttons create a digital number on the screen, but that doesn't really matter. Because of my knowledge of math, I know that 2 + 2 = 4. And because of the labeled buttons, I know that when I use a calculator and combine numbers and symbols together, that I will get 4 on the screen. So hopefully this is becoming a little bit more clear. So you're probably wondering, if we have developers who can code and use low-code platforms to develop faster, why is no-code so important? The world is accelerating at an incredibly fast pace, driven by advancements in technology. Businesses are expected to keep up and advance as well in order to stay alive. Over the years, many businesses have been going through what's called a digital transformation. It began with digitizing paperwork and digital files. The new ways of doing things with those digital files were created by new technologies that advanced business systems and processes. Digital transformation is always ongoing and requires organizations to continuously adapt and implement new technologies in order to stay ahead of the competition and to satisfy their customers. Organizations and individual employees should always be asking themselves, how can we implement new technologies, talent, and processes to improve our business operations and be future-proof? During the COVID-19 pandemic, we all experienced the importance of continuous digital transformation as many people transition to working from home. One of the many ways organizations are transforming with the acceleration of business and technology is creating custom software to help departments be more efficient, fix problems faster, and keep up with the pace of the world. The challenge is that custom software relies on traditional code-based development with long initial build times, huge maintenance costs, and the need for highly skilled developers. No code overcomes all those challenges. No code empowers the business people who are closest to the day-to-day operations and issues that arise to create, modify, and manage their own custom applications. No-code platforms are cost-efficient, have fast implementation and deployment times, they don't require hiring developers, and most importantly, no-code platforms don't require update or maintenance costs. With no-code, you are now considered what the industry calls citizen developers. You have the thorough understanding of your organization's needs, and now with no-code platforms, you can be the most equipped to address these concerns and create solutions. With no code, if you can think of it and visualize it, then you can create it. It's pretty game-changing. Platforms vary widely in their functionality, integration, and market niches. Some platforms are industry-specific and business-size-specific, while others allow you to build any app you can imagine. There are many platforms out there, but I'll go over just a few today. If you're an enterprise-level business and want to collect data from your field team, automate your workflows, and create a mobile app with that data, then you would want to use Array. If you're looking to design a professional website without limitations and host that site all in one place, then you would want to use Webflow. If you're a small business owner and you want to create a customer-facing web app from existing spreadsheets, then you would use Glide. If you need to build a business app from the ground up with no code but still need to go through the entire development lifecycle, then you would want to use Unqork. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to build a website like Facebook or Airbnb, all with no code, then you would use Bubble. If you're looking for a project management tool that can help automate some workflows, then you would want to use Kissflow. At Project Shift, we believe that no-code and low-code skills will become just as important as knowing how to use Excel and Microsoft Word. The more versed you are in different no-code and low-code platforms, the more value you can add to your company. No-code and low-code are not just marketing buzzwords. They are part of a digital revolution that is shaping the future of application development right in front of us. Doers are becoming makers, and makers create change. The old ways of running and managing your business processes are out. No code opens the doors to so many possibilities for your business to be more productive, efficient, and keep up with this rapidly accelerating world. I hope you learned a lot today about no-code platforms and have a better understanding of why this new technology is so important to learn and use in your organization. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more presentations from Project Shift.